Diepsloot residents say they are fed up with a lack of policing in the township. In northern Johannesburg, protesters have set shops and homes alight, saying they're being used as hiding places by criminals. Now, they further complain that they've approached local police, but nothing is being done. eNCA's Manqoba Mchunu is following that story for us and joins us live now from Diepsloot. Manqoba, good morning to you, colleague. It's another day, of course, of protests out in Diepsloot, but it seems the concerns haven't changed. Residents, they're still maintaining that they want more police visibility.
Well, certainly, Tumelo. In fact, I think that is the crux of this very protest that has sparked in Diepsloot over policing in the area, or the lack of policing thereof, according to some of the residents who are saying that police in that area are failing them. Of course, you recall, Tumelo, that there were several protests that were held by community members, just before yesterday, where we saw yet this protest that had taken place there. And of course, those protests prior to this had been on the same issue of police that are not servicing the community, police that are not helping as far as reducing the crime in the area is concerned, the serious crimes, that is the robberies and the murders that happen in that community. And community members saying that despite having marched to the police station, handing over a memorandum, the crime has been continuing in that community unabated. And this is the reason why they have opted, to shut essentially the township down, saying that they want, the attention of the president. They want President Cyril Ramaphosa to come to this area to address their concerns, because they are saying that it hasn't helped with the police minister arriving in this area, addressing the residents, and some of the short-term interventions that have been put in place, the armor beretta that have been deployed. They are only deployed for just a few months, but after that the residents are then left to fend for themselves as far as crime is concerned. And what really sparked this protest, is the murder of 3 people just following that protest that had taken place just 2 weeks ago. And one of those people that was killed is a former CPF chair, Community Policing Forum chair in the area. He died in hospital on Sunday after being shot last week, we understand. And so this is really what angered community members, the fact that it seems as if this crime is not going to end anytime soon, and there are no interventions that are long-term for this community, and that's the reason why they've taken to the streets. Of course, they were targeting some of the shacks, some of the places where they say are hiding places for criminals in that community, more specifically some of the foreign-owned shops in that area that they say are the ones that are behind some of these heinous crimes.
Yeah. I mean, yesterday when we had that conversation with Brigadier Brenda Moridili, Manqoba, she kept reiterating the fact that it's the community members that know who are the perpetrators. They need to come forth with that information. Also alluding to the fact that she understands that some do not want to be involved and embroiled in the long processes of courts, but saying they can still almost report criminals to the police anonymously. Have the residents found that to be effective? Have they found that when they do report crime to police, that the criminals are arrested and there are successful convictions? I mean, it's so sad to also hear of the CPF chair being killed, who we know has been at the forefront of fighting crime out in Diepsloot.
Well, too many of the residents, will tell you that they've lost trust as far as police are concerned in the area, because when these crimes happen, they say police are never there. The visibility in the area is poor, but also the response time, to some of the incidents that occur is also not good. They're saying that police never respond on time when they are called to a scene. They take time to arrive to a scene. And also, just in terms of, some of the, criminals in this area, they're saying that they know who the criminals are, but when they tell police, these arrests are never made. And when arrests are made, what happens is that those people, will be arrested, and then they'll be released just a few weeks later, they'll be back in this community. And so they're really saying that, they're not seeing what the police are doing in this community, because even, when they report these incidents, it doesn't seem to be helping in any way. And this is the reason why, Dumelo, they're saying that they don't even want the police minister to come here, because all the promises that have been made as far as fighting crime in this community have not bore any fruition. So they're saying that they want the president to come and address them. In fact, this morning a delegation from this area is going to leave and head to the union buildings in a short while from now, where they're going to be asking for a meeting with the president to come to this area. They're saying that what will happen from the meeting will determine whether or not they're going to continue with the protest. It has quietly subsided today, but of course some of the community members are not ruling out the possibility that they could be taking to the streets today. They of course are going to be also eagerly awaiting to hear what exactly happens at that meeting at the union buildings with some of the officials there, and perhaps to see if there are any assurances that they're going to have the ear of the president. But they are quite certain, Tumelo, that they're not going to stop their protest up until the president comes to address them, simply because they've lost all faith in the police as well as the police minister.
Well, we'll leave it there, colleague, for now, as we continue to keep a close eye on Diepsloot as well as what's been happening there. Leading stories, of course, coming from community members saying they don't feel safe within the community and they would like more police visibility at this stage. It's not just the police minister, Bheki Cele, that they want present, as well as the members of the SAPS, but also President Cyril Ramaphosa to intervene.